Hey guys, it's Mercedes, also known as That Mom here on the internet, and we are back today in the kitchen, the semi-clean kitchen, but we had to jump on our chance to be in the kitchen right now because the baby is napping. She is teething, so we don't get very long naps lately, but when we do have a nap, I try to do as much as I can do, so that's why I have opted to leave the couple things in the sink right now. Everything else is pretty much done, well, except for that thing too. So anyway, today we are going to be making like a vegetarian dish. We are not doing it vegan because we don't have any egg replacer and we don't have any non-dairy milk. But this is a recipe that I used to do. Well, we started doing it when I was a vegan, and we are wearing the Eat More Plants, Do More Yoga shirt today. I know I haven't gotten to that 30-day yoga check-in video just yet, but I will. Don't worry, guys. So anyway, today we are going to be making, because I have 7.5 pounds of cauliflower in the refrigerator, we're going to be making some cauliflower wings in the air fryer. Not even using that thing back there. Anyway, so we're going to be doing some hot wings, and we are going to be doing, this is barbecue, but this is the famous Dave's sweet and zesty, so we're going to be doing sweet and spicy wings. Like I said, today we're not going to be doing them vegan, but if you wanted to do them vegan, all you have to do is get a egg replacer and a non-dairy milk replacer. So that is the only two things that you really need to swap out for this recipe. Maybe a different barbecue sauce. Yeah, this one has honey, so definitely don't use this one if you're trying to make them vegan. So, unless you like eating honey, because I know that there are vegans that they have their own beehives in their yards, and they do have the honey from their beehives. Anyway, ethics and diets aside, we are going to be doing, like I said, 7.5 pounds. I have 2 of them out here right now, because we're going to go ahead and prep the, I was going to prep the spicy ones first, but maybe we should just go ahead and do the sweet and zesty ones first. But we're going to show you the process. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and put one of these back in the refrigerator, and I'm going to clean the one that we're going to use right now. I keep slapping this on my microphone, so I'm sorry if you guys just hear slaps. So we're going to go ahead and clean it, and then I will bring the camera down to show you how I quarter it and everything to get it ready to go, and I'm still slapping it around. So without further ado, grab your favorite plant cleaner, veggie cleaner. If you don't use any cleaners at all, that is okay. That is okay. I've only just really started using a fruit and veggie cleaner this year, within the past like 4 or 5 months. Mine is on the windowsill over there. I have more information in the description about some of that stuff, but I'm going to use it. I'm not going to show you guys. I just use it off camera. So we'll be back to show you guys the cut and quarter. Okay, here we go, guys. So, just getting frame kind of better set up here. I have a bowl for my quarters, and I accidentally cut off a piece while I was cleaning it, but we have our clean and destemmed cauliflower, and I'll do the same thing that I'm doing here with this one to all of them. We want to make it bite size, so not quite this big. I will probably just chop it in half, and we'll probably just leave them this size. And if they look too big when I have them all in the bowl, I will take the bigger chunks and cut them down. So basically, and if you guys know, the green stems didn't go into the trash, they went into my compost bin. So it is nice and full. After today, these recipes, I'm going to be taking them out to the compost, so get them nice and fed. I actually have 2 compost piles now, guys, because my first one has gotten real pretty looking, and so I started a second one. so that we can keep adding. So anyway, what I'm doing right now is I'm very carefully, I know it probably doesn't look like it on camera, but I'm very carefully, going through and just cutting them off the florets off the bigger stemmy piece. I almost did that in my hand, guys, but anyway, so you can see we're just cutting them off the big stem so we can get these nice pieces here. Now that one's kind of like killing me in my throat, but anyway, so like a piece like this, I'm trying to get you guys to see that piece. You can see through it and everything. This is actually a pretty decent sized piece because you have something to hold on to once it's done frying and being coated and everything. So we're just gonna leave that there. Like this piece right now, I'll leave that. This is gonna be for the barbecue ones, the chunks that are kind of inedible or that a lot of people don't like to eat. I'm just kind of tossing them into my compost. But anyway, you're gonna take it, so you can see what I'm doing with this one. Just take it and just chop it down the center and see if we like the size. That one's still a little bit big, and chop it down again. You can leave them as big as you want. They will just take longer to cook if you leave them way big. But since, like I said, these is I don't know how to talk today, guys. And I keep munching on them. But these ones are gonna be the barbecue ones. So these ones are gonna be the ones that my baby will eat probably the most of. So look, I got that really cool like section. So I'll leave it like that, and my older daughter will probably eat this one a lot too. And we do have people in the house that are not giant spice fans. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this piece like this. It looks pretty awesome right there. So, you know what, maybe I'll cut a little bit off the edge of that one. But yeah, no, we have people in our house that aren't super spice heads, but they love the cauliflower wings. So we'll leave some decent size. And guys, also, as you know, with cooking anything, things shrink. So like I said, don't cut them too big, don't cut them too small, just cut them like the right size. Okay, so I'm gonna speed all this up so you guys don't have to watch me chop. Okay, so this is what I got. A bunch of these nice florets. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse them off, and I'm gonna take care of my composting stuff right here, and I will have another bowl when I come back from rinsing these guys off. Okay friends, I picked up a helper, but this part, call me lazy, call me under-equipped. I am only gonna be using these 2 bowls. So I'm gonna make the dredge in here with these cauliflower bits, and then we're gonna go ahead and make the dry in here. We're not gonna do a wet, dry, wet, or a wet, dry, no, dry, wet, dry. Yeah, we're not doing it like that because I don't have another bowl at the moment. It's in use. So we're going to do our flour, our very, what's the word, dusty flour. And so, yeah, so we're gonna take, I have a cup measurer. We're gonna do, go ahead and give me like 3 scoops of the cup measurer. What? Yeah, just give me 3 scoops. While she's doing that, I'm gonna grab the air fryer out because I forgot to do that. So I had to get another bowl, guys, because I remembered we were going to be doing the barbecue sauce. Anyway, yes, we are doing the cornstarch next. Also, very old cornstarch. There's not a bunch left in there. We're just gonna toss that in there. Toss it in. You guys know me, it's cornstarch. You guys know me, I'm going to keep a hold of that container and use it for something later. Give that a nice little mixy. Alright. And to that, I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning. We got some garlic. And pepper. Remember, the wings are going to be in barbecue sauce, so we're just doing just a normal base seasoning. You probably don't need any seasoning at all for these because you're gonna put the barbecue sauce on there, but I am really wanting, I bet, a little bit of extra seasoning onto there. Okay. Now is where we're gonna get dirty. We're gonna take this and we're gonna make our dredge into the bowl because, like I said, with the base. So we're gonna take some milks. This is whole milk, and I'm gonna eyeball it through, and then take 2 eggies. Should also go to compost. Okay. It's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. Okay, and since she washed her hands before this whole process, she's gonna mix-a-late. And once they get all completely covered, we're going to start using our wet dry method. We're going to take a couple at a time, toss them from there into there, but I'm going to heat up the air fryer at the moment. We're going to give them a little bake before throwing the sauce onto them, just to make sure that they get a little bit of a head start cook. So I'm gonna get in her face a little bit. We're gonna just throw them straight into the basket, and I'm gonna just spray the basket real quick with a little bit. That's probably enough, honey. We can spray it with a little bit of olive oil cooking spray. We have reused this container a couple times, but we do have olive oil that I'm gonna refill it with, and I'm just gonna spray the basket, and I'm going to heat the basket up for 3 minutes. While we do some dredging and everything, we're gonna heat the basket up. So okay, so we are heating that up for 3 minutes on 375. My lovely assistant here is going to take some of the pieces that are completely wet and toss it in. We're going to toss probably a whole layer in there at once. A whole layer in there at once. Thanks for listening as I'm telling you. No, wet pieces. So grab the wet pieces out from the bottom. Give it a little shaker mixer every time you need to do it. We're going to throw as many in that we can, and then we're going to do it all kind of in the same thing together, because if you guys have done this before, if you guys have worked with dredges and any type of coating process, you know that your fingers tend to get really floury after some amount of time doing this. So we're trying to just kind of avoid that a little bit. I know you saw it, I saw it. She put her fingers from the flour back into the wet. We're just gonna keep moving. So, and we're not trying to fit the whole head in there all at once. If we need to, we can fry, start the fry process on a batch and put the rest in the refrigerator to keep cold. So, yep, keep going. I want it to look like a garden of beautiful florets growing, even though I have mutilated all the florets. So, anyway. We're going to take this beautiful slotted wooden spoon that's been around forever and just kind of go through, give it a little mixy. I'm going to have her do that a couple times, because then we can also take it, and if it works out right, you take it. If it works out right. Not. That's okay. I'm gonna have her finish doing that. Meanwhile, our basket now smells very heated. Move your hand over. So we're gonna take a piece. Like I did before, maybe a different slotted spoon. Well, we gotta try to minimize. Maybe I should have this closer to me. We're gonna try to minimize the amount of flour that goes into the basket. So, ooh, look at this. This is a different slide spoon. Oh, That worked out a lot better. We're just gonna toss them in. Here, so if you want to trade slotted spoons, go ahead and trade slotted spoons. We're gonna try to avoid that. And give it a little different angle there so you guys can actually see inside of it. And we'll speed this part up too. All right, we're almost full, and like I said, we're going to put these in at 375, but we're gonna give it 15 minutes this first time through, and then I'm gonna give them a little stab, and if they feel tender to the touch but not completely done, that's what we're looking for, because then we will toss them in the barbecue sauce. Okay, don't come after me for that, guys. So she's gonna fit maybe 4 or 5 more, depending on the size, right there. Maybe even 7, who knows. Okay, for reference, guys, this is the air fryer we're using, the Power XL. Like I said, 375. It's got 11 minutes left because we just washed our hands. It's nice and floury right now. And yeah, I have on a cooling rack to keep it up off of the burners and everything, and also my plug is back there and I don't want it to get hot. It doesn't say anything in the instructions about keeping it away from that, but I want to. We'll be back. Okay, there are first 2 batches are out of the air fryer. We are going to throw on about half of this bottle of this famous Dave's Sweet and Zesty into the bottle. I'm going to let my daughter do that, and then we're going to get them nice and coated and throw them back in the air fryer. It's about half the bottle. This is another get dirty process. Is that half the bottle? A little less than half the bottle. Okay. Go ahead. And we're just gonna incorporate it all. This is another get dirty process, like I said. And then we'll just take the whole thing and put it back into the basket because they've cooked down a little bit. And yeah, we're just getting them nice and coated and cooked with the sauce. And then we'll have extra sauce for when we go and reheat them later. So basically this is just the first caramelized coat. Oh yeah, sorry. But this is gonna be the first caramelized coat, so yay. Okay, we're back. So we have the barbecue ones out of the air fryer. They're nice and beautifully caramelized and everything. They do have a little bit of flour on them because of the bowl. We will do another toss and another kind of like 5-minute fry to get those less floury conditions. But now we're going to work on the sauce for the buffalo ones. So they are, I threw basically the entire head in, and so we cooked them twice in the air fryer, which is going to go off now any second. So what I want to do to make my sauce base before I throw them in here is I'm going to take a half a stick of butter, and this is just a normal stick of butter that we have in the refrigerator. It might be salted, might be unsalted. I have no clue because it doesn't say anywhere on here. It just says grade AA. So I'm just gonna hack it in half. So okay, so I hacked it in half. I'm throwing it in the bowl. Wipe the butter off my hands. Little kids in the background. This is what it's like cooking with kids, guys. Okay, please. I'm gonna mix that up. The air fryer being dinged. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I'm gonna take, again, about half. I don't know, this is huge. I'm gonna take, yeah, probably about a half. No, probably a little less than half, actually. We like spicy stuff, but maybe not that spicy. Okay, so there's that. Only one way to know, because they dinged, and I'm going to use the residual heat to help melt that butter down a little bit. So ta-da! Okay, so, give you guys a new area. So I don't get my microphone. Woo! Yeah, that's good. That's good, y'all. That's good. That smells, looks, burning my eyes and beautiful. We're gonna throw them back in the air fryer now. Crisp up the outside for like 30 minutes. So, not 30 minutes, 20 minutes like the other one did. I got crispy burny parts all over the place. Okay, so we're gonna do that the same way with the other head of the cauliflower, and I'll come back and show you guys what they all look like when they are all done and complete. Okay, so those are the barbecue on that side, and then the buffalo on this side. They are absolutely delicious. We had a couple on our lunch plates. They are amazing. Don't mind my dirty oven, but hey. Okay, so that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Ending up in the living room like most videos lately have been. So I'll see you later. Have a wonderful day. If you like this video, please like this video and please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. So, adios. Bye.